Okay, so we have about a half an hour left. What can we do to help you guys in this type of a mode? Today, we have bounced all over the place. Our main goal was customers, okay? We lightly did logs. We lightly have done statements. We've lightly talked about accounts receivable. We've done some invoices. We've done some quotes. We've done some shopping carts. We haven't done anything in e-commerce or web presence, and we've done elements of time, okay? And we did tons of FlexGrid stuff. We bounced in these different little areas today. One of the pieces that we haven't talked a whole lot about is either e-commerce or something like that. Where would you guys like to go? This is your class. We have about a half an hour left for today. What would you like to know or do or see?
Let's go to the web presence.
Web presence?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome, no problem. So what we have in the web presence in e-commerce is some fun stuff. What I want to do is I want to show you a couple things. There's actually two different versions of this. Web presence, e-commerce, okay? Now why would we say that those would be separate?
Well,
One's
because
showing and one's buying, right?
that's
Okay.
what I would say.
Exactly. So basically one, I show it, okay? So I'll just kind of like draw a little eye. Like you can see it, alrighty? You can put some little eyelashes on it. Just for fun. This one right here, you're physically seeing it and you're buying it, okay? That's the difference. So at what level do we let you play, and at what level does Adilas have to come in and say, okay, we need to kind of help you out to make sure that you're ready for that, okay? Here's what we do. This one's for you guys. This one, we have to control a few of the settings. There's probably 15 to 20 settings just to do e-commerce alone, but this one right over here only has 6. So, like, okay, cool, you can show whatever you want. It's not going to hurt anything. But if you want to play in the level of buying and selling and ordering, we need to make sure that we have some pieces in line. Okay? So the first place that we probably want to start is web presence, because it's very generic. So right here, I'm not logged into any particular site. Do you guys want to go to the one that we were doing with the seeds and stuff? I know we added a bunch of pictures in there. Let's go ahead and go back in there. Oops. Keep forgetting all these logins. Okay, so right here, we've got a whole bunch of items. Just for fun, go to our inventory items homepage. We're going to click right here, and I'm just going to say, why don't you go get me everything? So I'll just type in all. Okay, so we've got a couple of them that have pictures, some of them that don't have pictures. Ideally, if you're going to be putting stuff out online, the more pictures, the better, okay? Because that's what really sells your items. You can see how this is all in kind of small little, generic little, small entities. What we are is we currently are inside of the secured environment. We're under top secret secure, okay? So for e-commerce and web presence, once we've turned it on, we can actually go out and view a ton of these different pieces. See this little column right here? Let me just show you one other piece. I'm going to flip back just to the other browser for a minute. See where it says web? Yes. I don't even know if we have any of them that are turned off. Oh, we do have a few of them that have been turned off. Discount and freight and some of these different little ones like this. Okay.
And that was something we did when we put in the line item.
Correct, when we physically entered that actual part. So let's find one that we may not want, just for fun. Bulk soil, just for a second, okay? Watch this. If I hit edit, what it does is way down at the bottom, this is dealing with a permission, but this right here is where you say show or hide. Click. So if I say edit this item, it now is technically hidden. It's not going to be able to be shown on the web. It'll now show up. So if I go like this and go right back, and I hit refresh on this particular one, and I go to my bulk soil, it's now no. Okay, it's not going to be able. We allow you to control. That's at a micro level as far as those different pieces. I opened up a new browser so that I could actually pull up this corporation. What you do is you actually talk to your web developer, and they help you figure out what your pieces of the puzzle are. Each company gets what's called a corp ID number, okay? So you see this little part right here? It's built in 3 different spots. You have the first 3 values of the company name, and currently ours is a tilde space G for Greenway, okay? But technically, I'm probably going to go something like this, GRO, or something that's easier than a tilde space G, okay? Basically, any 3 digits of the name of the company, and then its magic ID number behind the scenes is the other part of the puzzle, okay? So technically what I'm going to do you guys want me to actually go to the place called Adilas.biz, or do you want me to just stay under Adilas.biz and go to shop?
No, let's go to the.
Okay, great. So watch this. If we actually say view this particular page, what we're going to do is we are literally going to leave this address. We're no longer going to be under the secured Adilas environment. We are literally going to go out onto the web and physically talk to the different pieces of the puzzle that are out there as far as the different pieces. I currently I'm no longer secure, and I'm on Adilas.biz inventory, search the web inventory, here's my corp ID number passed along behind the scenes, okay? What I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go ahead and just kind of click on this just so you can kind of see what it's going to do. You want to see small or medium thumbnails?
Medium.
Medium, okay. We'll click on go show me the medium ones. So here's our pieces. We have lights, and there's our background. Okay, these are the medium thumbnails. You'll notice there's no values to add. Here's some other fertilizer. Here's some pots of plants, some seeds, the root beer, etc., etc. Okay, so like kind of going down through the whole different pieces of the puzzle. We can go to page 2 and see what we have. Oh, not a whole lot. Okay, so basically this is what we're showing just as a web presence. Okay, as soon as we like any of those pieces, let's actually go back and we'll click on one that has a nice little photo on it. If we click on this nice little photo, it takes us a little deeper. If we wanted to, we could actually get clear to the level of like, wow, cool, look at this nice photo. Okay, this is all pre-canned, pre-built. All you had to do was just turn on some settings. Okay, it's basically a website. Your web developer could technically talk to these pages and use a hyperlink and kind of directly link right to those pieces of the puzzle there. Okay. At any level, like even if you're like, you know what, I just want to see my plants, watch this. We'll go up to the top and we'll do a new inventory search. And if I click on just plants right here, guess what all they have to do? They copy and paste this URL into a link on their site, and I can immediately take you right to this. Hey, would you like to see our plants? And then you come right to here versus the person having to search. And like, that's a great way to do it. We actually have an entire help page that's developed just for users who are building your website so that they can kind of detail some of these pieces out. Anyway, it'll really help to do that kind of stuff. If you go to the next level and you actually want to start showing, hey, can I order this? Can I actually pay for this? You need to start pulling it back under. Instead of you controlling it, we need to start saying, okay, cool, we'll allow that to happen.
And that's the e-commerce.
This is the e-commerce piece, okay? So basically, here's the difference. The difference right here is this particular one is under a non-secured environment, okay? There's no lock icon. It's just HTTP, not HTTPS. And it's way out on a totally remote server called Adilas Web Services, way out in cyberspace, okay? If you want to do e-commerce, all of a sudden I need access to tax rates. I need access to customers. I need access to being able to build invoices. So what we do is instead of being way out here on this far out remote planet, I'm going to pull it back in and pull it underneath the Adilas umbrella, and we'll put it under an unsecured piece of the puzzle.
But from this site, should we say call?
Oh yeah.
You can look at it and you have the name of your business and you can say for pricing information call.
Correct. Yes, you totally could. And even like in a contact spot, there are ways that you could actually add some of those different pieces in.
Then it goes from cyberspace to our secure site. When they call, we can make them a customer.
Correct. So internally, if somebody saw this and went, hey, I see that you have pepper plants and they're 225. How many of those do you have? Oh, like, because you're looking in your system, okay? Oh, looks like I have 10. Oh, sweet. I'll take all 10 of them right now, okay? Cool. I'll put you on this. What's your credit card? Like, you could technically do e-commerce over the phone without even involving Adilas at all, okay? But if you physically want them to click on it, order, pay, we need to kind of make some additional connections. Okay, that's kind of how that goes. Okay, great question. So what I'm going to do right here, we're currently going to leave this Adilas Web Services. That's just kind of the free canned website. We call it web presence. Okay. We're going to actually go back to the main Adilas website. Okay. So I'm now back in HTTPS. I'm secure. I'm underneath the main application. So I have a brand new little page open right here. It's already to Adilas. Watch this. I can see the exact same information under Shop, and especially if I knew how to get in there. So GRO -0, was it
389.
389?
I thought it was Squiggly.
It was, but basically I knew that part of the name, these 3 characters of the name, dealt with row on the end. Okay, so basically look, I'm now in secure. This is the exact same spot I was. If I click on plants, here's all my, okay, Jerry O, are you adding photos behind the scenes?
No, I am.
Oh, okay, great. That's perfect. Like, because we just barely looked at that and it wasn't doing it. That's perfect. So watch this. Let's go to medium and plants, just for fun. Medium plants, go show me what I've got. Here's my cucumbers, my peppers, my pumpkins, and tomatoes. Okay? Awesome, we've got great little pictures.
Nice cucumber.
Yeah, that's a good looking cucumber.
I learned from someone.
So check this out. Even though we're under Adilas, we technically haven't turned anything on to actually allow this to go to the web e-commerce level. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 different browsers open. What I'm going to physically do is I'm going to log in under Adilas and say, let's turn it on just to the next level of e-commerce so that you can physically see the Add to Cart button. Okay? So right here, I don't have the power being logged into this little greenway hydroponics. So I'm going to hit log out, and I'm going to log into Adilas admin. And so I have to be inside of the corporation of Adilas. Once I'm in there, I actually can't even get to it from this interface. I don't have enough options. I have to go to the classic homepage. This is a special permission called the corporation homepage, which is basically which worlds are there. We click go, and I'm going to go to the play sites because this is where this one's at. And I'm going to scroll down until I find the Greenway Hydroponics, and I'm going to go to the admin settings on that. So if I come down here, here's a couple of the different pieces of the puzzle. This right here, this entire section, is all of my settings for e-commerce. Okay, that's why we kind of pull it underneath the Adilas wing term. Okay, I don't even know if you're ready for this yet. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Let's see if we can send a rep out there, and we'll make sure that we're good to go. So let's do this. Do you guys want to do invoices or ordering, or how do you want to do it?
Quotes and invoices.
Okay, perfect. So we'll say quotes and invoicing. Do we want to change the verbiage on the actual buttons?
No.
Okay, perfect. Do we want to check the quantity on hand, or do we want to sell anything?
Quantity on hand.
Okay, no problem. Okay, do we want to include any sort of shipping options?
Yes.
Okay, and what do we want to do? Do we want to tie it to the part number called shipping?
Yes.
Okay, and how much is the general shipping? This is one of the weaknesses right now. Right now, instead of saying, oh, how many items do you have, and let me figure out your shipping, we just have a general, either free shipping or we're going to charge $5 or $10. Like, it's kind of general right now. It needs to be built out. $15. Okay, no problem. Okay, are we going to allow new customers or just existing?
Allow new.
Okay, these ones right here are still currently under construction right now for e-commerce. Okay, when they sign in, how do we want them signing in? ID numbers, zip codes, first name, last name, zip code. Okay. Zip code and what else?
And name.
Okay. Zip code and first name? Or
yes.
Okay, no problem. So let's go like this. Do you want to do first name first, or would it be zip code first?
Let's do last name
or email?
and zip code.
Last name? Okay, so what I need to do is number 9. I haven't been in here for just a second. I need to go check my own help files. How do I do this? Okay, so it looks to me like I need to go something like this. I'm just looking right here, and it basically says that you need to do. Okay, this setting needs 2 pieces. The first piece is the physical database field name, which are these little guys down here, and then 2 colons, and then the human readable piece. No problem. So we'll go like this. Last name, colon, colon. Why don't we go like this? enter last name. Okay? Now we'll go down here, we'll go zip, enter your zip code. This is physically talking to the person, okay? Next, when we actually sell this thing, which location do we want it to be sold out of?
Headquarters.
For right now, we'll go headquarters, but if you have multiple, you may even want to create another location that's specifically just web e-commerce, okay? And then kind of allow, that way you could, it's another source of revenue so that you can filter it down if you needed to, okay? Salesperson, let's pretend that I want to assign Brandon always to this particular, you could even potentially create a fake salesperson so that you automatically knew that it was, oh, that was Joe Webb or whatever, you know, and all of a sudden you could say, go show me everything that was done by Joe Webb, and it kind of would show you some of your pieces, okay? Hopefully what you can see is there's additional settings that you kind of have to walk through to get to the e-commerce level. Okay, I'm going to say that we normally want to just do customer invoices and not transitions right now, okay? The merchant settings, oh, guess what? I can't even do invoicing right now because I'm not even allowed for merchant processing. So I'm going to go like this. We can fix that. I can show you how to fix it, but I will allow you to get a quote, no problem. But as soon as you say full e-commerce, like I physically want to accept your credit card, we have to be able to have those settings that are set up in the system. So it's an additional piece. We're going to come down. I'm going to kind of say cool, cool, good, good, and let's set the default thumbnail to medium, okay? Just in generic terms, and we'll say save those settings. Okay, so technically I was in Adilas way out here, and this particular company is technically trying to do the Greenway hydroponics, okay? So watch this, the same exact piece of the puzzle, if I hit refresh on this page right now, it will look completely different just because we added some corp-wide settings that said, oh, cool, let's play it in the e-commerce level, okay? So we're right here. What do we want to do? I've got $2. I can either buy here in bulk. So say I wanted something like this. I'll take 3 of those and 5 of those and 3 of these. Add to cart. I can go just like that. Or I could physically come down and be like, what do we have under tomatoes? Maybe it had additional whatever. Oh, cool. I'll take 3 of those. It doesn't matter. But basically, it's very simple. A simple little add process, okay? Because we said we were going to allow quotes, this is how simple my shopping cart is, okay? I can go back, I can do a new search, I can click on a contact us, I can sign in, I can get back to my cart if I happen to be somewhere, I can update a cart, say I changed the quantity to 4 and hit update cart. It rolls the whole thing in, kind of shows me what's going on. So currently, as soon as I actually say this, start quote. So what's going to happen next is it's like, okay, guess what? You have 3 steps you need to go through, okay? Enter last name. I probably should have had said your last name on that particular setting. And then watch this. We'll go change that right here. So admin corp settings on that particular corp. And we'll come down here to enter your last name. And I'll hit save settings. Okay, so I was still in Adilas kind of tweaking it, and I'm going to come back out here, and I'm going to hit, okay, cool, so it automatically pulls it in what I wanted. Enter your last name. Okay, more, and my zip code is 84333. Go sign in. Oh no, I can't find you. Okay, no problem. Guess what I'll do? I'll create a new account. Okay, so like literally, we're kind of stepping them through this little teeny process, and we're going to come in here. Oh, I'm a farmer. And my name is Brandon, and my address okay, so this is going to be important. More in 84333 if I ever needed to come back here and order something, okay? Come on down, and it wants my email. And let's just put in a fun one. Let's we'll do Adilas.biz and say add the customer. So at this point, I'm slowly walking through the teeny little checkout process, okay? So the very next one is submit and print. And so as soon as I'm ready, I physically say, sweet, let's do it. It rolls me into a new little quote number that technically actually will show up in my system because this was a external customer facing, they interact, but we pass it into the main system. Okay.
Then when we go, now can we go back into Greenway and look at that quote?
We sure can. Okay. So I'm going to leave this right here. This is still under the, it's secure, but it's in the shop environment, and we're looking at the quote number. Okay. So it's technically quote number 3. Watch this. I'm going to switch here. I have to log out of Adilas so that I can actually log into Greenway. Okay. So we'll go right here and we'll log into Greenway.
That's classic. How many logins do you have, Brandon?
I can't remember them all. I really can't. But
You do?
and you wonder why I don't have any hair left? No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
You're going to have to do something at Adilas so you can remember everybody's login.
I know. FlexGrid, right? Okay, so watch this. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to go to my quote homepage. I'm going to hit go. Guess what I'm going to see? Quote number 3 from Brandon, right here for $40. And if I hit restore to cart, it comes in. I could actually fill the order. I could do whatever. It came from the web. It existed outside, but it came internally into the system as far as how that goes. Okay. If you wanted to do the physical e-commerce, you have to have a merchant account set up. Okay.
But then we could take it from that. We could call them and say, okay, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
the order. And
Guess
then
what?
we could take it. We could take their credit card over the phone, enter it in, and be done.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Like you can bypass the system in multiple. I love how you think. That's great. That's great. You can totally do that. Okay. That basically what it is they fed the system by kind of entering some information, and then all of a sudden it creates the whole system of what's happening. Our e-commerce section, very similar to Elements of Time. It's out there and it exists, but we're going to continue to keep tweaking it to kind of make it even better and better and better, so that you basically have full retail point of sales, or telephone type, whatever you wanted to do, or full e-commerce, and like kind of mixing and blending all these different pieces together. That's where we're kind of headed in that general direction. But those were great questions. This technically, I'm inside the secured environment. I'm physically looking at it. If something happens and I was talking to him on the phone, here's how easy it is. I click on Brandon's log right here. They entered their information for me all by themselves. Did I enter a phone number? Okay, I didn't enter a phone number, but pretend that I did. I would literally, hello, how you doing? I got your order, and I'm actually looking at it right now, and it looks to me like you had 1 or 2 cucumbers. We're actually offering a special on tomatoes. Would you like to increase that to 10? We'll give you a discount. Yeah, great. Okay, no problem. Let me just update that real quick. Like, you're literally speaking with them on the phone. Looks like your new total is going to be $60.68. Great, sounds good. Let's go ahead and put it on my card.
What about their discount?
Okay, yeah. Like, you can literally like, oh man.
Sorry.
Okay, so literally, yeah, you can add whatever you wanted to do. Okay, I'm going to discount just the tomatoes. Fine. Edit, and I'm going to give you a 15% discount for remembering. Thank you very much. Update that. So basically, we'll roll the whole thing through, and then there's the 15% discount on the tomatoes. Looks like you're now $56.24. Thank you. You know, that's like,
And then they want an email of the receipt.
no problem. Literally, you go, you create it. Okay, you go like this. Checkout. Say that you actually had a credit card type information. So you go 5624. We're going to assign this to Visa, and you get an approval number because you swiped your card. Now, if you had internal merchant processing, you could actually go to a special page where you get to enter the information, and it hits your gateway. Okay, that's merchant processing. Or if you have your own standalone, we don't care at all. Eventually, you got your authorization code. You hit continue. You're just making sure everything's good to go. You create the physical invoice. Here's the physical invoice I currently, say I was dealing retail, so I'm mostly doing this. I go like this. View. I come right here and save as a PDF. There's also going to be a new button very soon. Email this thing directly instead of hitting the save as PDF. Here's my entire invoice with their credit card information. They owe me nothing. This physically is the whole thing right here.
Well, it will show the whole credit card number, though, right?
No. It basically, if you use internal Adilas e-commerce, it shows the last 4.
Okay.
CC number 577. Okay. but we don't ever want to show the full credit
Right,
card
right, that's
information.
what I'm
So
concerned about.
that gets into a thing called PCI compliance, and so like it's amazing. You open one door and it literally opens another door and another door.
But when they look at their card, that credit card approval number will show up on the credit card statement.
Correct.
So then they can match it.
Correct. And if you literally did it through Adilas, it would have had the last 4 of your credit card number. Okay.
And all those little asterisks and then.
We actually just say last 4 of the card, 477, something like that. Okay. So instead of saying asterisk, we just basically go, so here's the last 4. So then they can kind of tie it in. But this is literally the piece of the puzzle. I could click save right there, click, name it whatever I want, send it on an email, it's on the way. Okay. That's currently the way it is right this second. And there are additional pieces that are going to be coming to make it even faster. So literally, so what happened right now, this invoice 18, just for fun, watch this. If I click on history, it'll actually say, hey, just so you know, it originally came from quote number 3. If I ever wanted to jump back to that, I could even go like this. Go show me quote number 3, just for kicks. Okay? And I can even kind of come in here and be like, what happened here? You know, like, it basically kind of tells me the whole story. Things are being tracked the whole way through the system. So, awesome.